My name is Elizabeth Boswell, and I'm going to talk about junk DNS queries. So first, the situation that you're probably familiar with, which is undelivered mail. So some letters can't be delivered because they don't have a valid recipient address and they don't have a return address. These letters get sent to the dead letter office, which attempts to deliver these letters and otherwise disposes of them. There's a similar problem within the internet infrastructure called junk DNS queries. So first of all, what is the DNS? This is the domain name system, which is one of the core components of the internet. It translates domain names like example.com into IP addresses and is necessary to access anything online. So whenever you do anything on the internet, you interact with the DNS, probably hundreds of times. The problem is that not all queries that are sent to the DNS are meaningful. Some misconfigured computers send so-called junk queries to the DNS. These are queries that the DNS doesn't have a meaningful response to. The content of these queries is often related to devices in your local network. So similar to how undelivered mail puts a strain on the postal system, these queries put a strain on the DNS. They can also leak private information to the DNS, because these queries can contain things like the hostname of your computer or other details of your local network configuration. So the solution to the first part of the problem, the overloading of the DNS, is something called AS112. This is a network of special DNS servers that deal with these junk queries. It's kind of like the dead letter office of the DNS. So they respond to these queries so that they are kept away from the core DNS servers. Interestingly, this network is run by volunteers, and any network operator can contribute to it without prior coordination and receive some of these junk queries. But that also means that your junk queries could be received by anyone. So who runs these servers? We ran some measurements and we found 94 different organizations operating AS112 servers, and this list shows the top 10. And you can ask yourself, do you trust them with your junk queries? And if not, what can you do? So if you're a regular user, there's not too much you can do, because junk queries are often sent by hidden operating system processes or by other devices in your network that either you're not aware of or that you can't really do anything about. But if you're an ISP or other kind of network operator, there's more that you can do. You can start by sending a text query for hostname.as102.apa from within this network to find out where your junk queries are going. And then you can decide, do you want your customers' junk queries to be received by this organization? And if not, consider contributing to the AS102 project by hosting an AS102 server in your network. And you can see this website for more information. So in conclusion, junk queries put a strain on the DNS infrastructure and can leak private information. By contributing to the AS102 project, you can ensure that these queries stay within your network.